Hi, this is Corncod1 of Nationalist News and Notes. The title of my little screed today is The American Color Revolution Will Fail. It has been the practice of the CIA and other Western intelligence agencies to overthrow governments by means of so-called color revolutions. This is where these agencies stir up trouble in foreign countries that the globalists want to control. What they do is they want to make these revolutions look like genuine grassroots movements when they are organized actually from CIA headquarters in Langley, Virginia. They exist to make these nations allies of the so-called Western democracies, or in other words, puppets of the US and secondarily NATO, EU, UN, etc. While these machinations have been effective in various places like Kyrgyzstan, Ukraine, and Yugoslavia, other plots have failed. The U.S. spent 20 years trying to pacify Afghanistan, and even laughingly tried to introduce feminism into that country before the U.S. left with its tail between its legs in abject failure. In 2014, we were successful in instigating a coup in the Ukraine, placing the control of that country a bunch of Hebraic oligarchs, namely the Kolomoisky crime family. We organized 2 wars against Saddam Hussein's Iraq, with the final result being, hilariously, that the country is now controlled by Iran. The plotting of neocons ultimately resulted in strengthening the country that the neocons hated the most. Most of the people running our foreign policy and our intelligence agencies are clowns. Foreign policy realism based on legitimate national objectives has been replaced by pie-in-the-sky ideological thinking. 100 years ago, our elite educational institutions tended to produce sober-minded, if sometimes misguided, men. Now they produce people that actually believe their own bullcrap. The CIA and MI6, with the help of none other than the clownish Boris Johnson, started a war in Ukraine 2 years ago. Finally, the Russians have got themselves organized. They, for some reason, always screw up the first phase of any war, but they have worn down the Ukrainians to the point where they are losing territory on a daily basis. Well, this week, the deep state hit a new low in its latest color revolution, the one against its own people, with the conviction of Donald Trump in a 1930s Moscow show trial proceeding in New York. Lavrenti Beria, please call your office. Anyone with a lick of sense knows this. Still, new winds are blowing across the West. Moderate nationalist parties are making serious gains across Western Europe. If someone told me 5 years ago that an anti-immigration party would be the biggest party in the Netherlands, I would have told that person to lay off the hard liquor. In spite of all criminal charges, Trump remains popular. They are unable to pull a Richard Nixon on him. We are dealing with homicidal madmen that pass themselves off as our elites, and their judgment sucks. The de facto President of the United States, Anthony Blinken, plays rock guitar in Kiev, fiddling like Nero while Rome burned. These people are dangerous, but not invincible, and people are waking up. This is Corncod1 of Nationalist News and Notes, signing off.